Good morning, everybody. We are on the air from the gorgeous town of Palm Springs, California. I'm Danny Maha alongside Evan Schmeizer, and we are set to bring you Day 5 of the California Winter League from the Coachella Valley. Today's first stadium game matchup is between the Washington Bluesox and the Canada A's. Evan, another day, another ball game. How do these two teams stack up against each other today?
Well, for one, they're both coming off of huge wins. You have the Blue Sox yesterday falling behind 3-0 and working their way back into the game with 6 unanswered runs to get their first win. And, of course, the A's coming off of a dynamic walk-off against a very strong Grizzly team. So the parity's been tremendous all the way around. There's no more undefeated teams, and this just being the 5th day of the CWL. So it seems like every day brings us something different, and it's difficult to predict, which is a good thing.
Well, we're just about set to go. Tim Catalano will lead it off for the Blue Sox. He's the center fielder today. And batting second will be the shortstop Alejandro Lara. In the 3 spot is Jeffrey Morton in right field. And then it's Michael Buccino, Taylor Maldonado, and Phil Dimas, 4, 5, 6. Alex Ford, Colby Osborne, and Kyosuke Akiba at second base. First pitch is swung on and flied into center field. And Davis, not moving an inch, makes the grab to start the game. On the mound for the A's today, it's Cole Rodriguez. He's the right-hander. And we haven't seen him yet on this field, have we, Evan?
I'm pretty sure we haven't, but already seeing a first pitch swing, first pitch out, attack the strike zone, and good things will happen.
The first pitch to the shortstop Lara is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Rodriguez out of the stretch. Sets near the chin and delivers. Check swing. He did go, so it's 0-2 quickly. Lara's been playing a good shortstop. He's really got range over there. Here's the 0-2 to him. Swinging a foul just out of the glove of Lai, the catcher. We'll do 0-2 again.
And I can confirm we have not seen Rodriguez yet. His only game on the mound came on opening day, that being a turf game against the A's. That was the 9 a.m. slot on opening day.
Rodriguez ready for another 0-2. It's a breaking ball way up high, 1-2 now. Yeah, might get up into the 80s today in Palm Springs. Yesterday was our first really warm day. Here's the 1-2. That one's inside, counts even now.
Oh, look, I'm a happy camper for one, Danny. Second day in a row I get to wear shorts.
Yeah, there you go. Not a lot of breeze happening today. It might pick up as the afternoon progresses. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Looked like a changeup on the inside corner. There's 2 down for the Canada A's.
Up to bat, number 33, Jeffrey Morton.
Here's the 3-hitter, Jeffrey Morton, playing right today. 2 down, no score, top of the first. First pitch to Morton. That one's up high, 1-0 now. Well, we saw these Blue Sox pretty much go on a hit parade yesterday after having very few or none hits before that. That one's in there, 1-1.
After their first 2 matchups, they came into yesterday's game with only 2 hits. So after falling behind 3-0, you start to wonder, oh, no, here we go again. But then, as you said, the bats came out, Danny.
1-1's outside. Yeah, the bats came out, and then Reckers for the Blue Sox came in. He K'd 11 of 13 batters he faced yesterday.
Honestly,
about 5 innings of work.
You could almost just write it in on point streak already the way he was going.
The 2-1 to Morton. That one's cracked over to short, looping and over the head of Gabriel, who couldn't jump high enough to grab it. So the first hit of the ball game goes to the Blue Sox and Morton. Man on first, 2 away. No score here in the top of the first.
Another bad location there from Cole Rodriguez. He got it down. Would have wanted to get a little further inside where he jammed Morton. If he gets that a few more inches towards the inner corner, maybe you get a broken bat and an out on the play.
There's the cleanup hitter, Bucchino. He takes strike 1 on the lower half of the zone. Bucchino kind of confused us the other day. He was pinch hit in a different spot in the order. An interesting substitution, but as we've said, it is a developmental league, so weird things will happen as far as substitutions go. That one's in there on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Rodriguez ready. And delivers. Runner goes. That one's fouled into the net. 0-2 again.
So I can actually confirm all the stuff going on with Bucchino the last 2 games ago. I talked to JJ, the Blue Sox manager, and so he likes to write out all the position changes that'll happen. So Bucchino was going to move to play shortstop, and so he assumed that meant he was going to bat in the shortstop spot, which happened to be the leadoff position.
0-2's down low. It gets past the catcher Lai. And Morton will be able to get to second base. 1-2.
So just a bit of confusion and dealing with a lot of subs. And JJ and the Blue Sox also have a couple guys who play both sides of the ball, hitting and pitching. And first time a group of guys are getting together, just a perfect storm for something bizarre like that to happen. We got a good laugh out of it.
We did. Here's the 1-2. And it's inside. 2-2, 2 down. No score, top of the first. Blue Sox got a runner in scoring position. That's Morton out there at second. Bucchino awaits the 2-2 from Rodriguez. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him down low. And that'll end the first inning. No runs, a hit. No errors. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
So get started today.
Quickly back for the bottom of the first inning here from Palm Springs. And the Canada A's will start it off here with Vega in right field. He'll be the leadoff man today. Ivan Sanchez will bat second. He'll play second base. Nathaniel Lai doing the catching and hitting third. Matthew Nunn at first base, hitting fourth. 5, 6, 7, Jonathan Gottlieb, Justin Davis, and Demetrius Foster. Then Tuzad Gabriel's at short, and to round it out, Devin McCary is the DH. David Pentecost pitching for the Blue Sox today. Haven't seen him on the stadium field yet. Well, we'll see what kind of stuff he's got today. First pitch to Vega. Down low. It's 1-0. So once again, the defense for the Blue Sox. Left to right, Osborne, Catalano, and Morton. And third base is Ford, Lara, Akiba at second, Dimas at first, as that one's in there for a strike, 1-1. And Maldonado behind the plate, and of course, Pentecost on the mound. Sanchez awaits on deck as the 1-1 to Vega is on the outside edge. 1-2.
Some good life on that fastball from Pentecost. Started it towards the left-handed batter's box, and it broke right back over the corner.
Here comes the 1-2. Looping curveball called for strike 3. No quick work for Pentecost to start this one. One away.
Well, that's no fun as a hitter. You get a pitch that starts outside, break back over the outer half with a fastball, and then you have the front door breaking ball starting at your hip and then breaking over the inner half right on the corner. Two pitches you can't do anything with as a hitter.
And the change in speeds there was pretty good. First pitch to Sanchez is in there for a strike. No score, bottom of the first. One away. Pentecost works from the stretch exclusively. He sets at the chest. The 0-1 is cracked into left field. Coming in is Osborne, making the catch with ease. So there's 2 outs now. It almost looked like that one was going to drop in front of Osborne, but he came in just in time, caught it just under the belt. Here's the catcher, Lai. Here's the pitch. That one's down low. 1-0 now. Pentecost. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, another perfect day in Palm Springs. I can't get enough of the canyons. Even when you look behind us once in a while, those ones are even better.
That never gets old. That one's in there, 1-1 now. Pentecost, not particularly a quick pitcher. Takes his time up there on the mound. He sets and delivers. That one's outside. 2-1 now.
Yeah, as you said, Danny, Pentecost does seem to be one of the more deliberate pitchers out there, even with no one on base.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of quick pitchers so far in these first 5 days. That one swung on and missed. 2-2. Lai wearing the bright yellow arm sleeve and batting gloves today. That one's ripped down the line, fair ball. Over to get it is Osborne. He slides to cut it off. And that'll be a double. A nice shot from Lai on a 2-strike pitch. So the A's have a runner on second in scoring position with 2 down.
Well, and with David Pentecost, of course, not a hard thrower, relying on a lot of movement on his pitches. And that last one was just right down the middle. Good piece of hitting from Lai to keep the ball fair. It just hit way too hard and too much room down the corner for Osborne to try and cut it off.
Here's the first baseman, Nunn, and he takes a strike. Maldonado's going to go talk to Pentecost for a second and go over things.
Wonder if he got crossed up. Came in with a breaking ball, and Maldonado looked a bit awkward making that grab.
Yeah, very well could be the case. These pitchers and catchers are obviously not used to playing together all the time. And that one's ripped down the line. Fair ball. Here comes Lai. He will score. And Nunn with a little looper single. The A's strike first. Really nice piece of hitting there from Nunn. He went with the pitch. It was on the outside edge. And he was able to slap it to left field.
That really was top-notch from Matthew Nunn. That pitch was off the plate, too, away from the left-hander. Didn't try to do too much and stayed with it, went the other way.
Here's Gottlieb. Runner goes. Throw down a second's going to be in time. He got him. A nice throw. It brought Akiba, the second baseman, off the bag, but he was able to grab it and make the tag. So a run for the A's after the Lai double and the Nunn single. We go to the second inning, 1-0.
Elmer's Restaurants. Welcome to the family.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Back for the second inning here from Palm Springs. Maldonado is up for the Blue Sox. He's the catcher today. After him will be Phil Demas and Alex Ford. Rodriguez back out there after a solid first inning of work. First pitch swinging. That one's into center field and caught on a line by Davis. Well, that one was hit hard by Maldonado, but a little bit under it as David makes the grab out in center, one away. A lot of first pitch swings today, Evan. I like to see it.
I like the approach from Maldonado. He got a fastball, center cut, and a good aggressive swing. It came off the bat 95 miles an hour, just hit it the wrong spot.
So here's Demas, the first baseman. He takes a ball outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one's up high, 2-0. So the A's get one last inning off of a double and then a single. It's always good to score early to give your pitcher a little bit of a cushion as his day goes on. The 2-0. That one's fouled away and out of play. 2-1. 1-0. Top of the second inning. There's the pitch. It's grounded over to second. Sanchez gathers, and he throws it on over for the second out of the inning. So the defense for the A's today, starting in left field, it'll be Foster, and then Davis in center, Vega in right, and third base is going to be Jonathan Gottlieb, as that one swung on and missed to Demas. Or actually, this is Ford. Oh and 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Shortstop is going to be Tuzad Gabriel. Second base is Ivan Sanchez. First base is none. That one's taken for a ball. It's 1-2. Lai will do the catching, and, of course, Rodriguez up on the mound. Two down, 1-0 A's. And that one is just a little bit outside, 2-2 now. A lot of 2-2 out counts so far. I think every inning.
That's a good sign from the Blue Sox order. They're seeing more pitches, getting a better idea of the strike zone, and hopefully, like the other team, shaking the rust off.
2-2, swung on and missed. So another good inning for Rodriguez as he gets them down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 A's.
Elmer's Restaurants. Welcome to the family.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
As we get ready for the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the primary game I was on yesterday, the action went so quick and the innings were so fast, I didn't have a chance to do the on this date for January 28th. So in 1968, on January 28th, Goose Goslin and Kiki Kyler were admitted to the Hall of Fame by unanimous vote of the Special Veterans Committee. Goslin was a career .316 hitter who played in 4 World Series. Kyler was a .321 career hitter, and 4 times he led the league in stolen bases. I would have to imagine that, especially some of the dads and grandpas watching, have a good memory of Goose Goslin.
So Gottlieb will lead it off for the A's. First pitch, pop up into shallow right. In comes Morton, and he calls off the second baseman Akiba and makes the grab. 1 away quickly. Everybody loves a good little bit of baseball history, baseball trivia, Evan.
Well, you know, when I was in Port Angeles, Washington during the summer with the West Coast League, for all of our home games, I tried to have one little thing I'd mention about the region or the town itself. And you learned a lot about the geography and some of the politics over the years and the first explorers.
Here's Justin Davis. He swings and misses. It's 0-1 on him. 1-0 A's here in the top of the second. Here's the 0-1. And that's in there. It's 0-2.
You know, most of the Twilight series was actually filmed in one of the neighboring Port Angeles towns. Forks was that town name.
Really? Did you watch the Twilight series?
I did not, but I'm very much aware of it.
That one slapped into left field. Over is Osborne. He calls off Catalano and makes the grab. 2 away.
Now, if anything, some of the Tom Cruise movies, especially Top Gun, I'd be watching those much sooner than I'd watch the Twilight series. As impressive as those films were and as popular as they were.
I think I'd have to agree with you on that one, Evan. So Foster, the left fielder, will dig in. He's bats from the left side. And the pitch from Pentecost is in there, strike 1. Pentecost seems to be up in his tempo here. Kind of getting into the groove of things, getting into his own rhythm. He sets and delivers the 0-1. That one's chopped foul, 0-2.
And when you're constantly getting ahead all these hitters and inducing such weak contact, quick outs, then you want to get the ball back and just keep firing.
0-2, 2 away. The A's have a run on 2 hits. That one's outside, 1-2 now. Get him on the fans here for a Monday morning. The 1-2 down low, 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's a very good sign, especially since far more start to trickle in as we get into the second game of the day.
Yeah, they turned the grill on earlier, and we were already getting the ballpark smells.
Nice. That was real nice, my friend.
Got hungry. 2-2, 2 away. Pentecost delivers. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, he fouled it off. Just got a piece of it, did Foster. So we'll go 2-2 again. I don't know if we've seen a foul tip strike 3 into the glove yet. I feel like they've all been maybe one.
Few. Sometimes it's a little tougher to hear them.
2-2 is slapped over to first base, but an easy play for Dimas as he calls off Pentecost. So we go to the third inning. A's still lead it 1-0. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the third inning here from Palm Springs. Blue Sox trailing by a run. And Colby Osborne, the left fielder, will try to get things started for their offense. Rodriguez back out there. He's thrown 2 so far and given up a couple hits and 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss to start the inning for Rodriguez. Defense playing pretty straight up. Flags very calm at the moment. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. It's in there. 0-2. Osborne slightly waggles the bat as he awaits his 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Osborne didn't like it, but that'll be out number 1. So he's got a few words for the home plate umpire.
Now batting number 30, Kyosuke Akiba.
Over the next few days, Danny, I'm especially curious to see how many of the hitters start to pick up the pace, because as a whole, looking at this season, the pitchers have really had the advantage.
First pitch is up high to the 9-hitter Akiba. 1-0.
This was kind of the case last year where the pitchers were just a bit ahead of the hitters. Then once you get into the second week, more of the hitters started to find their swing and pick things up.
That one's up high. 2-0. Yeah, we've mentioned it. These players most likely haven't been playing since, maybe early October. So it's going to take a couple days for some of these guys to get back in the groove. The 2-0's inside, 3-0.
I'm honestly impressed at how good a shape the pitchers are in. I know it's easier to simulate certain things indoors from a pitcher's perspective, but, their velocity seems pretty good. They have good life on their pitches.
3-0, right down the middle. 3-1 now. Yeah, and same goes for the batters, too. When they're hitting in a cage, it's a lot different than hitting live on a field. 3-1 is outside. So a walk, the first of the game for Rodriguez. Blue Sox have a runner on here with 1 away. Still 1-0 A's here in the top of the third.
And granted, in limited opportunities, Catalano's one of those guys who limited chances off to a hot start. Now 3 for 6 on the season.
Rodriguez checks on Akiba and delivers a ball up high. Akiba always looking ready to run over there. Got a pretty good lead. Rodriguez checks on him again. Here's the pitch. Akiba fakes the steal, and that one's right down the middle, 1-1 now.
I think that was the right decision from Akiba. He kind of spun his wheels, slipped a little bit, and especially with a fastball, a good pitch to throw on, wise to hold up.
And a check on Akiba over at first. He's in there. Still 1-1, 1 away. Rodriguez holds the ball in his glove and then brings it back to his hand. That one's down low, 2-1 now.
And I've generally liked seeing the aggression on the base paths, especially with this being a developmental league. For the most part, the coaches are leaving it on the runner's own as far as whether they want to take off or not. Show off what you have, especially if you have the speed.
Akiba taking an extra half step. Doesn't go. That one's in there. 2-2 now.
We've seen a few hit-and-run attempts, quite a few guys take off. Granted, the way the catches are throwing, you really have to pick your pitch.
Another check on Akiba. He's in there.
I think they had Kyosuke leaning just a little bit too.
Two and two, 1 away, 1-0 A's. That one's up high. 3-2 goes the count. Rodriguez hoping to get a ground ball up the middle somewhere, maybe get a double play.
Catalano has not struck out yet this season, so this could be a good time for Akiba to take off with the count full.
Here's a payoff. He does go. That one's popped up. Shallow left field. Gabriel over. In comes Foster, and it's off of his glove. A little miscommunication out there. Foster and Davis, the left and center fielders, were coming over. And Gabriel was coming back. It looked like Davis called off both of them at the last second, and nobody could make the catch.
That was going to be a difficult play no matter what. I don't think any of those three players got a bad jump in particular, but even better base running from Kiyosuke Akiba. When you see the pop-up and you hear your teammates yelling to go back, you could easily just start sprinting back to first, but wisely staying halfway and making sure the play finished off so you can make it safely in the second.
Now it's Lara, and it looks like he got hit on the elbow there. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he swung maybe, or he tried to get out of the way and it hit him in the elbow, on the inside elbow. It was a right-handed hitter. So the bases will be loaded with one out. The Blue Sox threatening, down by a run.
I think that was also one of those plays where the elbow guard didn't work as well as you wanted to. That's definitely no fun. Still tough for us to tell whether it got him in the elbow or the hand, but looks to be all right, kind of gripping his hand a little bit. Fortunate, at least, on the left arm for the right-handed throwing Lara. I don't know if we saw that pitch too well either, because not much of a reaction at the plate from Alejandro.
So now the Blue Sox in the driver's seat, as that one is outside to Morton, the right fielder.
I would treat this like a 2-0 count if I'm Jeffrey Morton. Zone up on a certain spot and see if you get that pitch.
Next pitch is in there, 1-1 now.
That was virtually the same spot as the previous one called a ball from the home plate umpire, Billy Yeager.
1-1, one away. Blue Sox trying to get on the board here. Rodriguez deals. And that one's called the strike on the outside edge.
That
it's like a wide zone, yeah.
That was way, way off the plate. Sometimes as the catcher, though, if you're going out of the zone in the right-handed box to get it, if you avoid flipping your glove over, sometimes umpires will give you that call.
The 1-2. He got him on a called strike. And Morton feels robbed after those last two calls, Evan. 2 away now. Bases still juiced. And a huge out for Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's a difficult at bat for Morton, but that previous pitch, it was right on the outside corner at the knees. It was a good pitch. Understandable after getting hosed on a previous pitch, difficult to get it out of your head.
Now it's Bucchino, and he fouls one off. Fans, to keep up to date with everything California Winter League, follow us on social media. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at California Winter League and on Twitter at Cal Winter League, or visit our website at CaliforniaWinterLeague.com. 0-1 to Bucchino. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Quickly 0-2. Rodriguez trying to get out of a jam here.
I, for one, am also very relieved to see Michael Bucchino started the game in the cleanup spot, and he is back up again in the cleanup spot.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier on us. 1-0 A's. 0-2, 2 down. That one's way outside on a breaking ball. 1-2.
It's a good idea going with the 0-2 curve out of the strike zone, but if you're Rodriguez, got to start that one a little bit closer. That looked to be a ball straight out of his hand.
Here's the 1-2, and that one's low. 2-2, 2 outs for the 5th consecutive half inning.
And you want this to be your out pitch coming up for Cole Rodriguez. Do not want to load the count full with the bases juiced.
Rodriguez ready. Here's the pitch. That one's up the middle for a base hit. Here come the runners. 2 are going to score, and the Blue Sox take the lead with 2 away here in the top of the third. A nice piece of hitting by the designated hitter, Bucchino. It's exactly what you want to do on a 2-2 pitch like that with 2 down. Hit it where it's pitched, and that's what Bucchino did there. So Maldonado, the catcher, will step up to the plate with 2 runners still on base for the Blue Sox.
How about this? Back-to-back days, the Blue Sox falling behind, able to get a couple big hits to take the lead.
First pitch is fouled away, 0-1 quickly.
And that was, as you said, Danny, a perfect piece of hitting from Micah Bucchino. If he tries to pull that ball, then he rolls over and makes an out to the shortstop. Instead, able to stay with it and deposit it through the middle. Things happen when you put the ball in play.
Next pitch is popped up. Sanchez is under it. In comes Vega, but Sanchez is able to make the catch. So an exciting inning for the Blue Sox. Down 1-0. Now they're up 2-1 after the Michael Bucchino single. We go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to the California Winter League.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our
Outdoor
3
living
premier
in the
properties
Coachella
in the
Valley
Coachella
is
Valley.
spectacular. And Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Quality is Kaiser. Kaiser Grill, Palm Springs, Critics' Choice, locals' favorite since 1992.
So we're back for the bottom of the third. And we got a couple topics to talk about, Evan.
Yes, indeed we do. So I'm curious about your take on this, Danny, because, of course, this will be the second year with the designated hitter in the National League. I, for one, am not a fan. I miss the days of National League managers having to make a lot of decisions late in ball games.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the DH should stay in the American League. And, I get pitchers, don't hit, but they should have to. I think it's a good thing to have those 2 separate leagues do that. And then when it comes down to it, in the World Series, it really, like you said, the manager's got to strategize around it.
Exactly right. They're doing it for just pure entertainment purposes, just to get another hitter in there.
Right.
But whether morally, and I love the thinking parts of the game especially, and it feels like a few of those are starting to go away.
So it's Tuzad Gabriel to lead it off for the A's. Pentecost back up there for the Blue Sox. It's 0-1 after a foul ball.
And granted, sometimes with pitchers hitting, you get some really interesting moments, like Bartolo Colon going deep against the Padres.
Yeah, how could that not be good for baseball? The 0-1 chopped over to third. Ford picks it up. Easy throw to first, and he got him. So 1 away Pentecost right back to work. And a 1-2-3 inning last inning. And
look,
now he's got a one-run cushion.
Even as a Phillies fan, you can't help but love a guy like Cologne, the only one in the league who could ever get a standing ovation for hitting a ground ball to second while his helmet falls off and he spins around in the batter's box. And carries the bat with him all the way to first and back to the dugout.
Yeah, it just takes away from those types of moments that, we'll never see again. And the first pitch to McCary, the DH, is outside, 1-0. And like Jake Arrieta hitting a home run in the playoffs against the Giants the year that the Cubs won it all, and things like that you want to see. You don't want them to be taken away, as that one's in there for a strike. 1-1, one away, 2-1 Blue Sox here in the bottom of the third. The 1-1. That one's outside, 2-1 now.
And Brian in the other room, he is a fan of the universal designated hitter. But even on the other hand, like all those years for the Red Sox World Series, you have Big Papi who ends up having to go play first. And those are just interesting dynamics to add to a game.
2-1, a big swing and a miss on a good breaking ball from Pentecost.
It even takes Shohei Ohtani if he ever, well, now with the Dodgers when he makes it back to the postseason, before you would have had to think about, okay, do I stick him in the outfield somewhere or do we play first just to keep his bat in the lineup?
2-2, chopped over to the third again. Ford picks it up, double clutch, and makes the play. 5-3, 5-3. And now there's 2 away, 2-1 Blue Sox. And back to the top of the order. Rogelio Vega, the right fielder. He struck out looking to start the game. Pentecost sets near the chest, kicks and delivers. That one's in there, 0-1.
And, of course, you wonder how this A's lineup will deal with Pentecost a second time through because first time through, barely any effort, it looks like, from David. He's looked comfortable.
The 0-1 pop towards us, and it's going to drop right in front of us in the bleachers. 0-2 now.
You see that, Danny? I was ready. It was only 5 rows short of us.
Yeah, we got to save the equipment.
Heck, I want to catch one.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would have been the perfect one. The right angle, very slow.
A little round of applause from the crowd, maybe. 0-2, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Fouled away on the breaking ball. Pentecost so far has a K. Gave up a run on a none single. Swing and a miss on the 0-2, drop third strike. Maldonado tried to chase him and tag him, but he just throws it on over to Demas for the end of the inning. We go to the fourth. It's 2-1 Blue Sox. You're listening to the California Winter League.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We're back for the top of the fourth inning here from Palm Springs, California. Phil Demas will lead it off for the Blue Sox as they have a 2-1 lead over the Canada A's. Rodriguez back up there. So far, he's thrown 47 pitches for 31 strikes. He's been into a little bit more deep counts than Pentecost, the pitcher for the Blue Sox. 35 pitches, 27 strikes. So it's 1-0 on Demas after he takes a ball low. Here's the next pitch. That one slapped over to the second baseman. It's going to get over his head. Sanchez almost was able to make the play. And another bloop single for the Blue Sox.
And granted, especially with it being January going into February before the regular season, it's useful for all these pitchers to go through some innings here and there where you have some higher stress pitches and working around men in scoring position because you have to get ready for it every year. It's going to happen throughout the regular season. So it's like the same thing in the NFL when you get that first big hit.
Next pitch is another bloop single. Oh, no, it's caught by Sanchez this time. He's going to try to double him off, and he does. What a play. Well, Sanchez barely let the ball go over his head in the last at-bat. This time makes a leaping grab, and Demas was frozen in between first and second. So a double play.
Yeah, and Phil knows this obviously, but that's a bad base running play. Automatic, those line drives to the infield, you have to freeze. Cannot afford to get caught off like that.
So now it's the left fielder Osborne after the double play. He takes strike one. Two to one Blue Sox. Here in the top of the fourth, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That one's check swing, one bounce over to first base. Nunn handles it and steps on the bag. So a super quick inning there for Rodriguez after Demas gets doubled off. And then a second pitch swinging Osborne is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-1 Blue Sox. You're listening to the California Winter League.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
We're back for the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Blue Sox lead it 2-1. A couple defensive changes Ford moves over from third. Alex Ford will pitch now for the Blue Sox, and Xavier Manriquez will take his place at third. First batter is Sanchez for the A's. He takes strike one. It's 0-1.
And for those keeping score, that should mean Xavier Manriquez will hit in the cleanup spot for the designated hitter, Michael Bucchino.
The 0-1. That one's outside. 1-1 now. Good outing from Pentecost. Just a couple hits that ended up giving up that run. That one's fouled away. It's 1-2. Pentecost went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits. Actually, 2 hits in a run. That one slapped into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. And the leadoff man is on for the A's. Here's the catcher, Lai. He doubled and scored the only run for the A's back in the first inning. So Pentecost's final line is 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits, and 1 earned run, as that one's in there for strike 1 on Lai. Ford takes a look at Sanchez at first, and he sets that glove close to his body. Lai skies one into right field. Catalano goes back a little bit and makes the grab. So 1 away now with the man on first. 2-1 Blue Sox here in the bottom of the 4th.
Alex Ford might have gotten away with one there. That breaking ball was down, but he definitely wanted to get it a little bit lower. It also caught a lot of the middle of the plate. And I think Nathaniel Lai just got it a bit towards the end of the bat. Of course, a lot of room in the center field with the 400 sign there.
Now it's the lefty Nunn at the plate. Plays first base today. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. He singled and had that RBI back in the first. See if he can keep it going in this AB. And a look over at Sanchez, not in time. Boy, it's really warming up now, Evan.
Yeah, especially without the breeze, you can feel some of that desert air.
Next pitch is outside, 1-1 now.
You ever been anywhere, Danny, where it's this warm in late January?
I sure have.
Oh, very good.
Arizona.
Ah,
I lived there for some years.
Oh, yeah, that's right, college.
That one's outside, 2-1. Yeah, normally we'd go to Florida or somewhere warm like that for early January, but when I'd go back to school, it would be nice because I didn't have to go back to the cold in Chicago. Here's the 2-1. That one's low. 3-1 now.
That was a major brain fart on my part. I'm sitting next to the guy, and I knew this the whole time, who went to Arizona State going, hey, you ever been anywhere this warm in late January?
I sure have the last 4 years. Well, 5 now.
That's some boneheaded stuff for the Mr. Schmeizer.
3-1 catches the outside edge. Counts full now. 1 out. 2-1 Blue Sox. Bottom of the 4th. Nunn holds that bat out towards Ford, the pitcher. Finally is ready. The payoff, chopped foul towards first base. We'll do it again.
I was curious to see if Sanchez would take off from first. So enough confidence that Matt Nunn's going to put the ball in play. So wonder if they'll put Sanchez, if they'll have him moving again. Could be a good way to open up a couple holes for Nunn.
Yeah, close ball game, might as well. There he goes. And that's going to be ball 4 outside. So 2 runners on now with 1 away. The A's got a runner in scoring position, going to try to tie this game or take the lead. And it's Jonathan Gottlieb, the third baseman.
And since the RBI single from Nunn back in the first to plate the A's only run, this is really the only opportunity they've seen to date.
Dropped over to third. Manriquez steps on the bag and tries to throw to first for the double play, but will be not in time. 2 away now. Still a man on first and second. It'll be Justin Davis, the center fielder.
Those are very difficult plays and decisions to make in the moment. You might have had a better chance at the double play if you tried to go around the horn if you're Manriquez. Would have been close either way.
First pitch to Davis is outside, 1-0.
But also still very useful to get the lead runner and Alex Ford on the mound, not having to worry about a run scoring on a wild pitch.
Next one, swung on and miss for a strike. It's 1-1. 2 away, 2-1 Bluesox. The A's trying to get Nunn, the first baseman on second base, home to tie the game. Next one's outside, 2-1.
Just a couple pitches ago, Danny, some very late down and in movement on that breaking ball from Ford. Got a very off-balance swing from the lefty Davis.
Here's the 1-1. That one's way inside. 2-1 now. Or it's actually 3-1 now.
And from Ford, I'm looking for that same down and in spot. Or excuse me, from Davis. Ford's tried to go there a couple times.
And another base on balls for Ford as Davis trots on over to first base. Base is juiced, 2 away for the left fielder Foster.
And especially with Foster being another left-handed hitter. You see just a second ago that Davis had a steady dose of pitches down and in towards him. So I'm looking for that spot, especially if I get it early in the count, then I'd give it a real aggressive swing.
First pitch to Foster. Up high, ball 1.
Yeah, this next offering needs to be perfect right now if I'm Foster and I'm going to swing. Especially Ford he's battling himself right now.
So Maldonado will go up to talk to Ford on the mound briefly. And while they do that, fans, Sports Clips are the pros in men's hair. They have cutting-edge stylists and hairstyles to give you a championship haircut. Make sure to check out their signature haircut service, the MVP Haircut Experience, which includes a precision haircut hot towel, massaging shampoo, and neck and shoulder treatment. So after the conference on the mound, it'll be 1-0 on Foster, the left fielder. 2 away, bases loaded. 2-1 trail the A's. Here's the 1-0. That one's inside. 2-0 now.
It really is fun to watch Taylor Maldonado work behind the plate. He's one of the main workhorses out here. Out of all the catchers, really the only one who's going, I want to catch every day while I'm out here, and he's a wall, especially on these pitches in the dirt.
2-0. Swing and a miss. It looked like a change. 2-1 now. Yeah, there's a lot of good defensive catchers out here in the California Winter League. Some of them can really mash, too.
I mean, my brother was a catcher growing up, so In my household, we were very appreciative of good catching.
A 2-1 is fouled off the leg of Foster. And 2-2, 2 down.
Well, that was a good aggressive rip on a 2-1, trying to do some damage. So now if you're Foster, you got to shorten up and try and get something through the middle and maybe even the other way. These pitches from Ford, he's not going to throw it by you, so you need that opposite field approach with a guy like that.
Big spot for Ford here on the mound and big spot for Foster at the plate. Trying to tie this game or take the lead for the A's. The pitch outside, 3-2.
And with the count now being full, if you're the base runners, Nunn, Gottlieb, and Davis, you better make sure you don't leave early and give Ford a chance to get a cheap out just by stepping off.
The payoff pitch. Runners go up high, ball 4. The third walk of the inning for Ford. And we got a tie ball game. So Nunn will score. Gottlieb moves over to third. Davis to second. And it's Gabriel, the shortstop, to try to take the lead for the A's here with 2 away. First pitch to him, popped up, shallow center. Catalano is going to come in and call everybody off. He makes the grab. So 3 walks for Alex Ford lead to a run and a tie ball game. It's 2-2 as we go to the top of the 5th. You're listening to the California Winter League.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Back for the top of the 5th inning here from Palm Springs. It's 2-2 after Alex Ford walked in a run last inning to allow the A's to tie the game. New pitcher for the A's will be Kenny Williams. And he faces Akiba, the second baseman, and throws a ball outside 1-0. Williams pitched for the Grizzly in his first appearance a couple days ago. And he actually went 2 shutout innings and completed their combined no-hitter as he throws a ball way up high, 2-0.
And his command was spot on that day, so hopefully he can get it back.
That one's down low, 3-0 on Akiba. Yeah, Williams looked real good with the Grizzly. I think he's going to stay with the A's for the remainder of the season, as that one's in there, 3-1. But who knows, in this developmental league, maybe somebody needs a pitcher and he can fill that spot. Next pitch, swing and a miss. It's 3-2 now.
That's a good point, Dan. That's exactly how it is. Certain pitchers on a given day need to throw or want to throw in front of a particular coach, or might get a team who's just depleted on pitching on a given day.
The payoff from Williams. Fouled away. We'll do it again. So all the way back comes Williams after down 3-0. It's 2 quick strikes. 2-2, top of the 5th inning. And nobody out. Another payoff, swing and a miss. Williams comes all the way back to get him. 1 away.
And Kenny reared back a little extra on that one. He was sitting about 75 to 77 to start the at-bat, and he ramped that one up to 79. Even when you don't throw hard, if you're able to change speeds, then you can trick a few hitters.
Now back to the top of the order. Catalano takes a strike on the outside edge. Catalano flew out to center in the first, and in the third, hit a single, end up scoring a run. That one's fouled away. It'll be 0-2.
Not too far away from Brian, the next room over for doing the public address. He said he's ready.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. So 2 up, 2 down for Williams and 2 Ks.
Now batting number 10, Alejandro Lara.
Here's Alejandro Lara. Good shortstop for the Blue Sox. He covers a lot of ground over there, Evan.
He really is smooth, and he's handled his share of tough hops.
First pitch to him outside, 1-0. Williams, the left-hander, starts with the ball in his left hand, hangs it down, and then sets into the glove near the waist. That one's outside but called a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's another pitcher's pitch right there. But just going back to Lara for a second, this is a guy where just on defense alone, you'd love to have him manning the middle of your infield.
1-1, inside, 2-1 now. 2 away, 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 5th. Vega in right field playing a little deeper than he normally would. That one's in there, 2-2.
That's a solid little breaking ball that Kenny's whipping out. It's coming in about 68, 69 miles an hour, and good movement on it.
Here's the 2-2. That one's fouled down the third base line. We'll do it again. So Williams struck out Akiba to start the inning, and then Catalano. Here's another 2-2. That one's inside. Count goes full.
Yeah, he reared back, got that one up to 81. Kenny might have just overthrown that pitch a little bit. Stay within yourself and execute a 3-2 pitch.
Here comes the payoff. Down low, ball 4. So after 2 strikeouts in a row, Williams gives a free pass to Lara. And now Jeffrey Morton, the right fielder, will come up.
Well, after a steady dose of fastballs and breaking balls, moving it in and outside, Kenny tried a changeup as his 3-2 out pitch and just started it way too low.
So Morton, the right fielder, singled in the first as he takes a strike on the outside corner, and Cade looking and back in the third. Oh, 1, Lara leads off first. And that one's in there, 0-2. Now Williams got to be careful here with the 3-hitter Morton. Morton's got some power. Here's the pitch. And check swing. Umpire says he got him. So 3 strikeouts for Kenny Williams as he starts his day. Score stays 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Pinch hitter for the DH McCary. And it'll be Chia-Cheng Lau. He takes the ball outside, 1-0. New pitcher for the Blue Sox as well, Sin-Ming Pong. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's outside, 2-0. Blue Sox went scoreless in the first couple innings. We're down a run from the A's first inning run. And then we're able to get 2 in the 3rd inning, as that one's called strike. 2-1 now. And Pong steps off, regathers himself. Lau awaits the 2-1 pitch. Here it is. That one's chopped to short. Lara comes in, grabs it near the chest, and makes the play. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And another pinch hitter for the A's, Jerry Johnson. Will take the place of the right fielder, Vega. Big, tall, lanky guy is Johnson. He's a right-handed hitter. First pitch from Pong is outside. 1-0. Lara, the shortstop, Plays a little bit more towards third than a normal shortstop would. That one's up high 2-0. But as we said, he does have a lot of range going up the middle. So he's able to play that far left. Here's the 2-0. And Johnson takes a strike on the inside. It's 2-1. Pong hangs the ball low, back up towards his chin, sets, kicks, and delivers. That one's outside, 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1, and Johnson takes inside. A good at-bat for him in this first of the day. So a man on with one out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting number 13, Ivan Sanchez.
Here's Ivan Sanchez. He singled last inning and flew out to left in the first. Johnson leads off of first. Not a big lead. Here's the pitch. And Sanchez takes one outside edge. It's 0-1.
Well, these walks are really starting to pile up. That last one, already the fifth within the last inning and a half. And 4 of them issued by Bluesox pitching.
There's the 0-1 from Pong. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. It's 0-2. So Pong trying to come back after the walk. Maybe get a ground ball.
Especially with Alex Ford walking in a run last inning for Washington, a game where neither team has made an error yet. The defense has been pretty good. Free passes, something like that could make the difference in a tie game.
Here comes the 0-2. That one's chopped to third. Lara picks it up, bobbles for a second, needs to try to throw to first, and he's not going to get it there in time. It'll be an error on Lara. It was a great opportunity for Pong to get a double play there. But a tough hop there at short. It'll be the 3-hitter lie now with the runner in scoring position. Try to break this tie with one away.
And sometimes you really never know how the ball is going to bounce once you get a hop or two onto the infield dirt. It's an error, of course, on Lara, but a very difficult one. Still might have had a play to get Sanchez at first, if not for the double clutch.
First pitch to Lai is up and in, 1-0.
And if you're Canada, you got to take advantage of this. A walk, an error. Somebody needs to come up with a big hit.
Well, who better than the 3-hitter Lai as he floats one out in the left field. Johnson's going to be held up at third. And a base hit. Bases loaded now with only one away. Second hit of the ball game for Lai. 2 for 3 with a double and a single.
Now batting number 14, Matthew Nunn.
There's Matthew Nunn, the first baseman. He's in the cleanup spot today.
You'd love a double play ball if you're Washington.
Here's the pitch. It's fouled away. 0-1 now.
On a first pitch with the bases loaded, one away, I would want to see a much more aggressive swing than that from Nunn. Pitch those off the plate and very off balance.
Pong sets and delivers. Breaking ball down low. It's 1-1.
How good has Maldonado been? Can't say it enough. Just fantastic technique to just deaden that ball in the dirt. And it makes a huge difference. And now even with the men on third, your pitchers are a lot more comfortable throwing off-speed pitches and bouncing them.
There's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1 now. One away, bottom of the fifth inning. Bases are loaded in a 2-2 ball game.
And just that last pitch, Taylor was set up on the outer half, and Pong ended up pulling it inside to the lefty, so he scooted all the way over the plate and made it look like a very easy play.
Great hitters count here for none, and he chops one over to first. In comes Demas. He's going to make the tag. Oh, and it looks like he got out of the way of the tag. He swerved him. And now Demas is wondering how that wasn't called an out. But after he attempted to tag him, he still ran after him to tag him, and now he's complaining about the call. So a run will score.
It's going to have to go down as a hit. There's no bobble on the play. So the slow roller, an off-balance slow roller up the first base line, Matt Nunn gets an RBI single. I didn't get a good look at first, but with Jerry Johnson crossing the plate, he forgot the bases were loaded, so he was just stopping and waiting to see if they were actually going to come home. So Demas had a force play at the plate, and he didn't even realize it.
That one's sharply hit foul by Gottlieb, the third baseman. Yeah, very bizarre there. The first baseman, Demas, tried to make the tag, and then the ump said there was no tag as Nunn tried to dive into first, but Demas still tried to tag him after the initial tag, so that led the ump to think that he didn't make the tag. That one's up the middle, a base hit. Here comes Sanchez to score. So an RBI single for Gottlieb. It's 4-2 now. Steve Snowden will be the pinch hitter here for Davis, the center fielder. And he'll try to keep adding on these runs for the A's. Snowden bats left-handed. And here's the first pitch to him from Pong. Outside, 1-0. And we've seen a lot of unusual and bizarre plays just in these first 5 days, Evan. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Ump says he did go. 1-1 now.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. But even just over the course of this inning, if you make enough mistakes, they're going to come back to haunt you. Whether it's the walk, whether it's the error, the missed tag, not seeing the base running mistake.
Next pitch is fouled back. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, this kind of inning is more of what we saw the first couple of games out of the Blue Sox compared to their bounce back from yesterday. But granted, things are still well within range. Just a 2-run game. You're one pitch away from getting out of it. This one's far from over, as ugly as this inning has been.
So bases still loaded. Ly's on third, Nunn's on second, Gottlieb's on first. Here's the 1-2. That one's fouled away again. Still only one out in the inning. 6 hits for the A's so far. After they started out the scoring back in the first with a couple. 1-2 again, outside, 2-2 now. Snowden has put together some good at-bats thus far, and he's pinch hitting today. Here comes the 2-2 from Pong. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Snowden disagrees with it. There's 2 down now. And it'll be another pinch hitter. I don't know. It's Demetrius Foster, the left fielder. I heard wrong. Foster swings at the first pitch and misses. It's 0-1. So after the 6-3 putout to start the inning, a base on balls, an error, and 3 singles leads to 2 runs for the A's as this one's popped up foul ground over his Manriquez, and he won't get there. 0-2 now. And you can tell the A's have been attacking these pitchers all game long. Haven't really been playing conservative in the box.
Well, at least for this inning, you have to give Canada credit, taking advantage of some of the extra opportunities they've received. And granted, the bases are still loaded. One more hit could put this out of reach.
Here comes the 0-2. That one's cracked into right field. It will not get down. What a play. Morton comes in and makes a diving grab to limit the damage there in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's 4-2 A's. You're listening to the California Winter League.
Elmer's Restaurants. Welcome to the family.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Kenny Williams back on the mound for the A's as we head into the 6th inning. Xavier Manriquez will hit for the first time today. He went into 3rd to replace Ford, who pitched an inning. First pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1. So a big inning for the A's last inning. And taking advantage of the walk and error from Lara at short. That one's fouled down the third base line. It's 0-2.
With an inning like that, you have to wonder how sharp Kenny is going to be. Shutdown innings, of course, they've been tough to come by, but with all the walks and deep counts, Williams was sitting for a long time.
Yeah, he was sitting for a long time, but he does have a cushion now. That one's outside. Oh, no, it's called strike 3 on the outside edge. So Manriquez will take the walk to the dugout. It's one away and a 4-2 ball game here in the top of the 6th. The catcher, Taylor Maldonado, will step up to the plate. He's flown out and popped out so far today. And the pitch is up high. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball down low. It's 1-0. Or 1-1. 4-2 ball game. The A's lead it. Top of the 6th inning, 1 out. Demas on deck. Here's the 1-1 outside. 2-1.
Most important thing if you're Williams, attack that strike zone, especially with the 2-run lead, because the worst any of these Blue Sox hitters can do right now is make it a 1-run game.
Next pitch, inside corner, 2-2. Fans continue to pile in to the ballpark on this beautiful Monday morning. That one's fouled away, 2-2. Maldonado crouches down and awaits the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. We'll do it again. Here comes the 2-2 from Kenny Williams, and a swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball outside. So 2 strikeouts for Williams this inning to start. And just like last inning, he's got 5 Ks already.
Yeah, and he really has that breaking ball working today. Very heavy, right-handed lineup that he's faced so far for Washington. And even with maybe an advantage on the release point, he's keeping him guessing.
And first pitch to Demas is outside, 1-0. Williams sets, kicks and pitches. That one's fouled away just over the dugout of the Blue Sox, 1-1. Williams again. Demas takes a strike on a breaking ball right down the middle. It's 1-2. 4-2 Blue Sox here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. He got him. Williams with 6 strikeouts in the last 2 innings. He strikes out the side this time. So it's 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning from Palm Springs. And Tuzad Gabriel lead it off for the A's. See if they can get some insurance. Nobody warming in the pen for the A's, so I assume Williams will try to finish it off for them in the top half of the 7th. Pong back out there for Washington. He deals in a foul ball by Gabriel. It's 0-1. Paying rough inning last inning. Gave up 3 hits as that one's a little down low. It's 1-1. 3 hits, a walk, and an error led to 2 runs for the A's. Next one's up high. It's 2-1.
Obviously, the A's still need to get 3 more outs to finish this off, but the strong pitching, some timely hits, and taking advantage of some mistakes, that can be a pretty good formula to win a lot of games out here.
The 2-1 on the outside corner, 2-2 now. Gabriel looking for his first hit of the ball game. Grounded out to third in the 3rd and flew out to center field in the 4th. Here comes the 2-2 from Pong. That one slapped over to third base. Picked up and slung on over by Manriquez for out number 1. So now Lau will hit for the A's. His first AB last inning, grounded out to short. So another ground out to start for Pong. Let's see if he can keep that going, limit the damage. That one's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Kick and the pitch. Way out in front was Lau. Quickly 0-2 now. Johnson on deck. Walked and scored a run last inning in that big A's inning. That one's inside, 1-2 now. Pong ready. And here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss out in front again on a breaking ball. A nice K for Pong. 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 2, Jerry Johnson.
Boy, Pong really does look effective, especially that breaking ball to the right-handed hitters. He's had some very awkward swings that he's drawn from these A's hitters.
First pitch to Johnson, swung on and missed for strike 1. Yeah, he started last inning good, got the ground out. The walk was fine, and then he got a great double play ball to short, but Lara just couldn't handle it, and that's what started the big inning for the A's. Swing and a miss, 0-2 quickly again.
Absolutely not his fault, but when you can elevate the fastball too, which is what Pong's doing, and then throw that sweeping breaking pitch to the righties, then it changes the eye levels and the speed.
0-2, swung on and hit into center field. In comes Catalano to make the grab. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. 4-2 lead the A's. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Xingming Pong will lead it off for the Blue Sox. Here in the top of the 7th inning, they trail by 2. So last chance, Williams back up for them on the mound. He delivers a swinging strike. It's 0-1. Williams struck out the side last inning, and the inning before that struck out 3 as well. He's got 6. And he delivers a ball, a swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I know it only came in at 80, but it's jumping out of Kenny's hand right now.
0-2, up high, 1-2. Kenny working quick now.
Yeah, you can smell another victory for the A's.
Here's the 1-2. In there, called strike 3 on the inside corner. 1 away now in the top of the 7th. So, Colby Osborne, the left fielder, step up to the plate. And he check swings. He did go. It's 0-1. Next one is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 again. Williams looking for his 8th strikeout on the afternoon. Williams ready, deals, swing and a miss. He got him. So 2 away and 8 strikeouts for Williams so far in 2 2/3. See if he can get that last third and get 9.
Oh, and after the offensive showing we saw from the Blue Sox yesterday, and when the bats started to wake up a little bit today,
Akiba slaps one up the middle for a base hit.
oh, really, before that base hit from Kayosuke Okiba, for whatever reason, just Washington not able to touch Kenny. Something about him, just trickery or all the movement.
Well,
they have not looked comfortable.
I think today the zone on the outside to a right-handed hitter has been a little bit stretched. So he's been attacking that as he deals a ball up high. It's 1-0.
That has made a difference.
Here comes the pitch. Down low. 2-0 now.
Oh, and if you're Catalano in Washington, you got to get on base any way you can, especially representing the tying run.
Here's the 2-0 from Williams. That one's cracked into left field down the line. Foster chasing. He's not going to get there. Into the corner. Here comes Akiba around third. He will score easily. And a double. So another hit for Catalano. And he keeps things interesting late in the game. It's 4-3 now, A's. And he's the tying run on second base with the 2-hitter Lara up.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking, Danny. And what was this? That was the first hit for Washington since the 3rd inning.
First pitch to Lara is called for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 away, 4-3, the A's lead here in the top of the 7th. 6 hits apiece for these teams. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low, 0-2. And Washington down to their last strike of the morning.
And if you're Williams, you're way ahead. You have a couple pitches to play with to try and get maybe a chase from Lara.
Here's the 0-2. Swinging a chopper to third. Tough play for Gottlieb, and it goes over his glove. Here comes the runner. He will score. Lara into second base. And we got a tie ball game here in the top of the 7th. So an error on Gottlieb, the third baseman, allows that run to score down to their last strike on an 0-2 pitch. Lara able to slap one over there. And then a tough hop for Gottlieb. And it'll be Morton, the right fielder, try to take the lead here. That one's on the outside edge, 0-1.
And that was going to be a difficult play no matter what, especially with the speed of Lara, just a very difficult in-between hop. But at the very least, for Gottlieb, you got to try and keep that ball in front of you.
Next pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 again. Well, Williams able to get ahead in these counts, but Blue Sox hitter's not giving in. X1's outside, 1-2 now.
And you have to give a lot of credit to Washington. Even with the base hit from Akiba with 2 outs, that was the first hit they had since the third. Not giving up, staying optimistic, and you have a tie game now.
The 1-2 just off the outside edge, 2-2 now. So a 4-4 ball game here in the top of the 7th. Blue Sox trying to add one more here with Lara on second. 1-2. Up high. It's actually 2-2. Now it's 3-2. 4 runs apiece, four hits apiece, and an error apiece. Here's the payoff. That one's popped up right field. Vega is under it. That's actually Johnson out there. Oh, and he missed it.
Wow.
He missed it. It looked like it went off of his head maybe, or the heel of his glove possibly. But that's going to be an error.
This is unbelievable.
That was interesting. That was right. He was right under it, was Johnson, and looked like he couldn't make the decision whether to go basket catch or regular above the head catch, and caught him in between.
I think he lost it in the sun at first and then found, and he never looked comfortable getting underneath it.
So another run scores. It's 5-4.
I mean, what an
Manriquez takes that up high 1-0. That one's in there, 1-1 now. 2 away, 5-4. The Blue Sox lead now in the top of the 7th.
I mean, what in the world has happened? Yeah, the Blue Sox were down to their final out, final strike multiple times.
Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now on Manriquez. Yeah, the defense falling apart here the last couple plays for the A's. Cost him 3 runs. Lara fouls one, or Manriquez fouls one back.
So you have the base hit through the middle by Akiba, then the double into the corner from Catalano, and then back-to-back errors. And here we are, 3 runs in for the Blue Sox.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Williams, another strikeout. But not before a couple of errors and 3 Blue Sox runs. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's 5-4 Washington. You're listening to the California Winter League.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We're in the bottom of the 7th inning from Palm Springs. And the Blue Sox managed to get 3 runs across after being down to their last strike last inning. A couple of hits and a couple errors. It's 5-4 Washington. And Pong back on the mound, delivers a strike to the second baseman Sanchez. 0-1.
Well, of course, the inning we just had with the 2 errors giving the Blue Sox the lead, that's 2 or 3 very bizarre innings we've seen so far.
There's the 0-1. On the outside edge, 0-2 now. Yeah, definitely unusual past couple of innings. Kick and the pitch to Sanchez. Curveball inside. 1-2 now. Bottom of the 7th inning. 5-4. The A's trail, trying to get back in it. That one slapped into left field. And diving and making the catch is Osborne in left field. What a play. An El Paseo Jewelers web gem. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And the 3-hitter lie will come up. He's got 2 hits today. And double in the first and scored a run.
Did Osborne take a chance on that dive? It was a tremendous play, but that ball could have easily gotten past him, and Sanchez would have been off to the races. Can't give up on this A's team, though. They've had a walk-off win just their previous game.
First pitch to Lie is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Yeah, Jonathan Gottlieb had that walk-off single on the turf field their last game. That one's down low. It's 1-1. Pong settled in after that rough inning where the A's tied it up and then took the lead. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, a big one from Lai. And it's 1-2. Boy, that doesn't happen very often, Evan, when you're up by 2 runs and you got 1 more strike to win it. And all of a sudden you're down 1. Oh, that one spiked way in front of the plate. It's 2-2 now.
About a 56-footer we just saw right there. Well, and especially you're not expecting just all the bizarre hops that we saw and the drop pop-up. And it goes to show you put the ball in play and all sorts of interesting things can happen, especially at the indie ball ranks.
Next pitch to Lai is swung on and miss. He got him. Little breaking ball there from Pong, and there's 2 away. Here's Nunn, the first baseman. He's got 2 hits as well today, a couple singles. Scored a run after a walk in the 4th. 5-4 game here in the bottom of the 7th. The Blue Sox lead. 2 away. First pitch is up high, ball 1. The A's just trying to get a runner on base to extend this inning and possibly tie the game or win it. That one's over to first sharply, making the play and flipping on to first, but it's a bad flip. Demas kind of shorted the pitcher, Pong, who was coming over to step on the bag. And we're going to keep going in this one.
I mean, this is just unbelievable. So you had the initial bobble at first base by Demas, and yeah, it was a pretty low flip, but that's one where as a pitcher covering, you need to be able to handle that one. That's why I'm going to put that error on the pitcher. Brian, not a fan of that.
So now it's Gottlieb, the third baseman, who made an error last inning to allow the Blue Sox to tie it. He takes a strike. It's 0-1.
I'm just perplexed still the last couple of innings, Danny. Just the amount of plays just where you're not expecting the outcome.
That one's outside. 1-1 now.
Those final 3 outs are just so difficult to get. It doesn't matter what level you're playing at.
1-1. In there on the inside edge. 1-2. Now the A's down to their last strike. Pong takes a second to regather. Steps back on the mound. Looks in for the sign. He likes it. Takes a look. At none at first. Now he steps off. 1-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 5-4 game. A's down to their last strike. Here comes the pitch. Curveball just a little bit outside. And Pong was walking off the mound like that was the end of the ball game, but it's a 2-2 count.
It was close, but it did miss according to the box on TrackMan.
Nunn leads off first. Pong ready on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside again. Count moves full.
This will be a very interesting pitch coming up. You'll have the runner Nunn taking off from first with the count full. The outfield not playing super deep either for the Blue Sox. So if Gottlieb can shoot a ball into the alleyway, then good chance we'll have a tie game.
Here comes the payoff, and way over the head of Gottlieb. So he walks to first base, first and second now. Nunn on second is in scoring position and is the tying run. Here's Snowden. He pinch hit back in the 5th and struck out looking.
Those last couple pitches, Sing-Ming Peng just overthrew those. They weren't competitive, not close to the strike zone. He needs to find that form again.
First pitch is inside on Snowden. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded foul down the right field line. That'll be 1-1. Manriquez, the third baseman, playing a little bit up towards the plate as Snowden, the lefty, awaits the 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one's grounded foul down the third base line again. And it's 1-2. A's down to their last strike again. A lot of miscues today on the defensive side of things. And a lot of great hitting on both sides. 6 hits apiece.
Truly have seen a little bit of everything. The good, the bad, the clutch, and the ugly.
1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's foul again.
Pretty good battle from Snowden. And you have pretty decent speed all the way around. A base hit should tie it, and a ball in the alleyway. Good chance you could win it.
Well, that'd be something. 2 walk-offs in 2 games. If they could finish this one out. One and two away. A's down by a run, down to their last strike. Pong checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In there on the outside edge, strike 3. So finally we end the game here. 5-4 is the final. And the Blue Sox come back late due to a couple A's errors. Well, we just talked about it, Evan. We saw it all today. Some good hitting, decent pitching, some errors that were really costly. And, timely errors and timely hits, can make the biggest difference in a ball game, and it did today.
Well, they surely can. And we mentioned over the course of opening weekend just one team or another that the miscues in the field have hurt quite a few teams. But also a lot of good signs from both the A's and the Blue Sox today. Their abilities to fight back and to come up with those timely hits with runners in scoring position. And frankly, once again, the pitching on both sides was excellent, just continuing that trend on what's now the 5th day of the CWL. And everything going on, it made for one entertaining ball game, especially at the end.
So that'll do it for the first game here in Palm Springs. Stay tuned for the 12:30 game starting here pretty soon. Final line in this one, 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the A's, and 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Sox. 5-4 the final, and we'll be back in a little bit. For all of us here in the California Winter League, we thank you for listening. I'm Danny Maha, along with Evan Schmeizer and Brian Janselson. We'll see you right back here soon.